Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Professor Inkwell's drawing room!
Well, thank you for that introduction, Mr. Voice. Salutations, leaders of tomorrow. Professor Inkwell here, and welcome back to my drawing room, the sanctuary for your imagination. Well, all you Pokemon trainers out there, I'm so glad you decided to join me, because today I'm going to teach you how to draw Pikachu! Oh, he's just so cute! I love him! If you're a new student here, all you need is a few supplies to follow along with me. And I'm pretty sure you already have them in your house. A piece of paper, a writing utensil, and something to color with. Now let us give birth to art! Well everyone, I'm going to be using a black Sharpie again today, and just some regular printer paper that you can get at any office supply store, or probably around your house. And always make sure you put a couple of pieces underneath the paper you're drawing, just so the black ink from the marker doesn't get onto the table. Now, a lot of people ask me, Professor, when I start to draw a character, where's the best place to start drawing so everything fits on the paper? Whenever I'm drawing with a marker, I always like to map out where the character is going to fit onto the paper before I draw it. And I usually like to start with the facial features and work my way out. So before we draw Pikachu's head, which is going to go right about here, we're going to draw two little dots to represent where the edges of his ears are going to be. Now, I'm going to make Pikachu's head tilting a little bit to the left. So one ear is going to be up and one ear is going to be going down like this. So before we draw his head, let's go ahead and draw two dots. The first dot we'll draw right out here. And then the other dot is going to go right about here. Right? This is where the end of his left ear is going to be, and this is where the end of his right ear is going to be. And right in the middle, we can go ahead and draw the top of his head. Now for the top of Pikachu's head, it's just a simple upside down U, like this. Now for his cheeks, they're just the letter C, like this, but we're going to stretch it out just a little bit. So right underneath here, we're not going to connect it to the top of his head. We're going to leave some space for his ear. Let's go ahead and draw letter C. So it's kind of like the letter C, but we stretched it out a little bit. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side, like that. Now that we got where the general idea of where his head's going to be, we can go ahead and draw his ears. We're going to connect this dot with the curved line down to the top of his head like that. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side. And we'll do the exact same thing with his left ear. So we made the dot and connect it to the side of his cheek like that. So one ear is pointing up and the other one's going down because he's tilting his head a little bit. Let's go ahead and draw the left-hand side of his body. He's going to be sitting down, not standing up. So we'll go ahead and draw a curved diagonal line like that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. It's just a little curved diagonal line like this. Now let's go ahead and draw his cute little feet. For each foot, very simple, we're just going to draw a very elongated letter U, tilting off to the side. And we'll just do the same thing on the other side. For this particular drawing, we're just making a mirror image of each side, except on this side the ear's going down, and on this side the ear's pointing up. Now let's add his little toes on his feet. That's just an upside down W. And we can do the same thing on that side. Now, you've noticed that I left some space here. That's going to represent his knees. He's sitting down, so we'll just do a little curved line like this, and another curved line like that. And we'll just do a curved little line on the bottom for his little tushy. Let's go ahead and draw his little paws. Very simple. Those are just going to be two parallel lines going diagonal, and we'll do the same thing on this side. And you can draw his little finger paws. Those are just zigzaggy lines. Now Pikachu's missing his face, isn't he? So let's go ahead and give him some facial features. Right in the middle, we'll go ahead and draw an upside down triangle. And we can just color it in like that. And right underneath it, we're going to do a curved letter W. kind of like the same mouth we did on Baby Yoda in the last tutorial. But you can make him happy, sad, surprised, what have you. I'm going to make him very happy, so right underneath the top of his mouth, we'll just do a letter U, like that. And an upside down U for his tongue, and you can color that in. For his eyes, they are very skinny letter O's, one on each side. And we can add those highlights like the last episode with just 2 circles and color it in. Like that. Now let's go ahead and draw his rosy cheeks. This is where the electricity is mostly generated from. Pikachu is a very adorable character, but he can be very dangerous at the same time. At the tips of his ears, let's go ahead and draw a curved line. This is part of the pattern on his fur. Now he's missing a very, very important feature. His tail. Now his tail is a very interesting shape. You see, he is a very round creature, but his tail is very sharp and jagged, almost representing a giant lightning bolt. So right about here, let's go ahead and draw one big curved line like that. And then right at this tip, we'll draw a diagonal line going down right about there. At the bottom of his cheek right here, we'll draw another diagonal line, bring it right about down there, and maybe a little bit more. There we go. Let's draw a horizontal line from here to here, and we'll make a parallel line that goes down like that. Another line right there. Part of his tail is going behind his body, so we can't see it, so we'll do some overlapping. Draw another diagonal line like this, and bring it back. And then just connect the rest like that. And you could always color in his ears, or you can color it in with a dark brown colored pencil if you like. And if you want, you can add some zigzag lines to represent lightning bolts or electricity. Well, we're not quite done yet. It's my favorite part. We get to color him in. So today I'm going to be using yellow. Pikachu's mostly yellow. I'll use a nice red colored pencil for his cheeks, some brown for the pattern on his tail, and I'll use an orange and a dark yellow just for some shading. Now I'm going to speed this part of the video up, but feel free to pause the video whenever you'd like. Well, there you have it, everyone. I've used yellow for all of his fur, red for his cheeks and his tongue, and I just used some brown for the dark pattern on his tail. And then I just used an orange just to give some shading underneath where the shadows would be. And of course, the most important part of any artist's composition is the signature. Holy smokes and congratulations, boys and girls. You have just created one of the most adorable Pokemon out there. Be proud. Be very proud, students. Oh, and I would love to see your artwork. Be sure to share it on your Instagram and tag Professor Inkwell. I'd love to share it on my page. Well, students, that's it for me this week. There's some tea and crumpets calling my name in the conservatory. Oh, but don't forget to join me next week for another art tutorial. Now go out there and have an adventure. And remember, boys and girls, wherever life takes you, that's where you'll be.
And don't forget, kiddies, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to click that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe to Professor Inkwell's YouTube channel. And ring the bell so you don't miss out on any new swanky content. That'd be swell.